Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. It's Krista here to do your February 2020 General Tarot Forecast. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Sagittarius Rising signs. I hope that you're enjoying your bi-monthlies. So there are going to be 3 readings for your sign every month, 2 bi-weeklies and then a monthly. I'm going to do quite an extended reading for you today. We're going to use 2 tarot decks. We're going to get an original reading and then of course qualify everything with another tarot deck and get some oracle cards for you. Alright, messages for Sagittarius for February 2020. Messages for Sagittarius. Oh, we have a really nice message coming up for you here with the Knight of Cups. Very sweet, sensitive person. They could be very shy. Someone could have a crush on you or you could have a crush on them. It is Pisces energy, but it could be any water sign. All right, Sagittarius, let's get your cards out for you. Oops. My nails are super short. All right. So a lot of cups already, even the one that jumped out was a cute little cup. I'll make sure to get these held up to the camera for you guys so you're not missing anything here. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy, really, really positive energy. So this is what's sort of surrounding you or behind the scenes, or sort of supporting the situation for the month. So we have the sun, right? The sun is just always about success. It's about creativity. This could be about an actual child. Definitely someone who is a Leo, someone who's very gregarious, very warm, very funny. This is a really easygoing energy. Very, very bright, very sunny. Anything that's hidden is always brought into the light with this one. And then 2 really strong pentacle cards, both the Queen and the 9 of Pentacles. These are lovely, especially together because there's a lot of independent wealth here. And you can see the Queen is looking right at the 9 of Pentacles and feeling really confident and pleased about herself here. So a great deal of investment payback, feeling confident within your circle of friends, with your social status. If you are dating, this is someone who's taking you very, very seriously and considers you to be a really, really good partner for them. So let's get into what is representing you, and then what is crossing you this month is the 10 of Swords is representing you, Sagittarius. So it's time to put something down, overkill, a little bit of pressure here. Could have been a major letdown. But also being stabbed in the back, feeling like you were let down by some sort of communication or an understanding of something. And then, of course, when it's sort of covered by the moon here, we have a lot of perhaps even secrets could be here. A lot of shadow self, shadow work could be here as well. Something coming out of the shadows. It's really interesting to note, right, that the sun is representing the month for you, or at least it's underlying all this energy here for you. So it is going to illuminate anything that was hidden in the shadows here, anything that tried to break you or tried to upset you or was uncomfortable for you here. That's going to be brought out into the open, and something will be made very, very clear and evident for you guys here. So really pleased to see that. And I do think that it spells success for you because the sun is just an undeniably charismatic and positive energy. Here at the foundation is the card of sentimentality. So here we have the 6 of Cups. You could be looking or looking at or drawn to your inner child or what you've been through or the good old days. There could even be someone from your past reappearing here. But at the foundation of what's going on here, it looks like there's a little bit of wistfulness here, sentimentality. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I said, it could have to do with your inner child, remembering a happy childhood. And it could be, you know, taking part in your own children's activities and feeling like it gives you a really good warm feeling. Here we have in the recent past the Nine of Cups. So we have two nines here. Like I said, we have the Nine of Pentacles over here, Nine of Cups over here, two of the strongest nines, the most positive nines in your recent past. So yeah, this is, you know, your hopes and dreams. This is your hopes and wishes card. So the recent past would have involved something coming to fruition for you, something that was really close to your heart, something that really matters to you, and probably a cause for a celebration here as well. What's crowning you or at the top of this situation is the Three of Pentacles. Again, another really strong, I would say generous and gentle energy. We have more pentacle energy here. We have some worker energy. There's at least one other person that you can rely on working toward the same goals as you, who sees the same, has the same values as you, sees the same outcomes as you. It's a really comfortable, confident card. The only thing about the Three of Pentacles is that something feels really fresh, kind of new. You're just building on it, but all the same, it's solid and built to last. Here in your near future, you have a little bit of defensiveness, but again, I don't see it as a bad thing necessarily. You could be defending an idea, an opinion, a job, a career choice, a new understanding of something, the direction that you're headed. Seven of Wands is really not combative at all. It's not like the Five, which we see here. The Seven of Wands is really being in a positive position. So this is the energy that you are giving off to people around you. So this is like ascension energy. There's a lot of, we're looking again at more Sun or Leo energy here. This is a very charismatic person, someone who could be spiritually aware, spiritually profound, but also generally speaking, someone who's just very loving, someone who's very sweet, someone who is not sweet like shy, but sweet like open arms, here, give me a hug, and just kind of knows how to brighten your day. This is the card, this is the position that alerts you to how other people are receiving you. And this is a little bit combative. Here's what I was just talking about a moment ago with the Seven of Wands, which is a defensiveness, but, you know, a reasonable one. How other people could be taking you, however, this month is that you are a little bit combative, a little bit conflicted, but you can sort of see a little bit of a smirk on her face there, so it's not like terrible. It could even be within this framework of the workplace where you are trying to maybe brainstorm, so it could be pretty innocent. As long as you're working toward the same goals, this can actually be a really helpful energy. Otherwise, someone else could either get in your way or do things a little bit different than you, but it doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. And both of you have something to learn from each other. But yeah, there could be a little combativeness or conflict, but it could be toward a positive outcome. This could also just be something as simple as a competition, a friendly competition. Here we have your hopes and wishes card, and of course it's the Page of Cups. So again, really, really gentle energy. We have the Page, the Six, the Nine, lots of Cups energy. This is a really sweet, possibly insecure person. But the Pages are, if it's not a person and it's just an energy, this is definitely, you know, the dawn of something. This is a message. This is an invitation. This is, you know, kind words, compassionate words. So a lot of compassion and understanding here is felt in this card. And then your possible outcome is the Devil. There could be a Capricorn involved. You could have Capricorn in your own chart, Sagittarius. But, you know, I find the Devil to actually be quite helpful. So Capricorn rules both the Devil and the Queen of Cups technically, so there could be some social status issues for you here. If there's any obsession, I would use it to your advantage, you know, use your obsession to your advantage. However, if there are addictions or any, I would say, being bound to someone or something that you would prefer not to, you know, just make sure your heart is in the right place and you're moving in a direction that is positive for you. Capricorn's key word is I use, so you can use something that you've experienced, something maybe that you had to let go of here or that wasn't working for you, or even that you didn't think was going to work. You can use something to your advantage here. Most likely an experience, right? Because it's an earth sign. So definitely use experiences to your advantage here, guys. So let's lay our second layer and go a little bit deeper into this reading for you before we pull some of your oracle cards. All right, so let's qualify the Celtic cross for Sagittarius, February 2020. So there is another Ten of Swords, remarkable. Ten of Swords, Ten of Swords. So yeah, and there's the Devil again. So something significant. You could feel like something's being taken from you there. You could feel like, I would just beware here that you're doing something for the best, for the highest purposes, and you're not getting caught in, you know, a mentality or a lifestyle that is going to cause harm. I think if this is about the world of the esoteric or occult, for example, and you're practicing, I would just beware of, you know, convoluted energy at this time. You might want to do some clearing energy work. But again, it could be the end to this as well. This could be overkill of a situation where you felt trapped, where you felt like there was an obsession, where you felt addicted. So it is interesting to see both Capricorn and Pisces here as well. There could be a great deal of illusion, particularly at the beginning of the month. You could be either deluded or something. You were sort of happy in a specific delusion, and it's like that has to come to an end. It doesn't make sense type thing. So here we have Death. We have some Scorpio energy. We have the Seven of Cups and the Three of Cups. Great deal of cups. I've been reading for all signs, of course, until I got to you, and this is the most cups I've seen in a single spread. So a lot of emotional content, a lot of emotional work here, guys. A lot of celebration. You have some choices, something permanent, something will never be the same again. Likely having to do with your finances or social status or position. You do have a lot of options here within the realm of income, within the realm of what truly makes you happy. And yeah, a celebration is imminent. We have the Three of Cups matching the Sun here. So a great deal of excitement, particularly the first week of the month. So we did go through these just a moment ago, but I just wanted to show you, we had the Ten of Swords jump out, and then the Devil on top of it. So the 10 on top of the 10, and then the Devil with the Moon. I would look very, very closely at matters of illusion at this time. Shadows, illusion. And I don't mean like ill intent either. This could be just someone who's wrapped up, or, you know, if it's an energy, just being wrapped up in something maybe that you didn't anticipate, or it's got deep, really fast, and you're not really know what to do with it now. Here we have the Emperor. You know, we have Aries energy on top of the Six of Cups. So we could be dealing with an Aries. But this is really talking about the boss, right? So you're something having to do with the boss. It could be someone you worked with who you were the boss of, or they were your boss coming back from the past here. You might want to be in control of that inner child now. You might feel like you're in a position to do that now. It's a safe time for you to do that. We have the Seven of Pentacles over the Six of Cups. So, you know, this is really trying to understand if you're going in the right direction, if you're happy going in this direction. Are the fruits of your labor going to pay off? Now, being in your recent past and seeing how far you've climbed already, I do see that this has already worked out for you, right? What was or is making you very, very happy and content here, your wishes and dreams, do have to do with money, income, or investment. And then we have another Nine of Pentacles over the Three of Pentacles. So feeling really safe and secure within your work environment is really important here. Getting a lot of accolades and feedback. There could even be bonuses at this time, but feeling really steady and sturdy in that position. Here we have the Wounded Soldier card, the Nine of Wands over the Seven of Wands. This is in your near future, I would say by the beginning of the second week, for example. I mean, it could take a lot more effort, right? Whatever you're defending here, it could take a little bit of effort. It could be more work than you had planned. It could take a lot more out of you than you had anticipated. But look, here we do have our Two of Cups. Here's our soulmate card over this gorgeous King of Wands. So a lot of creativity, possible spiritual awareness, and all around a really good feeling whenever we see these two together. There's a really positive feeling. You definitely see eye to eye. You definitely understand each other. You want the best for each other. So here we have a little bit of, well, we have Temperance over the Five of Wands. Again, it's what the public is seeing that you're exhibiting. This is the energy they get from you. You are really patient at this time. You are really looking at a sense of alchemy. You know, how can you calm the waters? How can you bring peace or stability back into perhaps a conflicting yeah, like some sort of conflict here. And then the Eight of Cups over, right? Qualifying the page. So a really sensitive person or message of love or compassion, and the Eight of Cups here. So moving away from this type of thing, or you know, understanding that you need to give this to yourself. You may not get it from other people necessarily, but being able to walk away from an emotionally difficult situation in a compassionate and kind way could play a part of your hopes and wishes here. And then this glorious Three of Wands here with the Devil card. You know, this is really directional. This is telling you what direction you're going in. You're going to get a lot of kickback from that now. The world is literally... Sorry, that's the two. I said three, I believe. The world is in your hands. So this is the direction that you're taking. And remember, we have the Two of Cups back here. So you could maybe be trying to balance something out here as well. I just want to throw out the possibility that there could be a third-party situation just because we do have the Three of Cups. But let's get some oracle cards for you guys. All right, and I will hold these up for you. And a couple there. All right, guys. So it just occurred to me that there could be a lot of internal or self-judgment at this time. It may have less to do with what other people think of you and more about what you think of yourself. But attraction, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So with this deck, this can have to do with relationships or love affairs, but it could just be, you know, a creative venture, the way that you appreciate life, the way that you appreciate beauty. But living in the moment is going to be very, very helpful for you this month. Instead of, you know, looking too back into the past, for example, or trying to envision the future so much, because a lot of it will depend on what other people are saying and doing as well. Unless you're employed independently, and then you could have situations where, you know, you're still dealing with staff. So whether you're the boss or not, you know, a lot of the outcomes are going to be dependent upon how people work together. So here we have aggressiveness. The Badger is aggressiveness here. I mean, it's twofold, right? Like without a little bit of aggression, this guy can't get the nut to open or to crack, whatever it is here to eat it. So aggression may be necessary sometimes, but just watch for over-aggression or ill-intended aggression. Two jumped out of the Wisdom of the Oracle, Treasure Island, and Time for a Nap. So whenever I see Treasure Island, it's really just speaking about the treasure is within. I would say if you're looking outside of yourself, for example, for something to make you happy, if you're looking for a title or some sort of role or a position or some sort of, again, social status to make you happy, everything except for what we give ourselves, right? How pleased and healthy we make ourselves can always be taken from us. So it's important to remember what is truly inside is the most important, and that's the treasure. You're the treasure. And then time for a nap, taking a break from something, removing yourself from a situation, including worry, is really important at this time. And then self-acceptance, guys. It sort of dawned on me when this guy jumped out, where I was just like, maybe it's just a matter of you coming to terms with who you are and what you have to offer, being comfortable and confident in the decisions that you make, and the right people will work with you. And as long as you're honest and clear about your expectations about yourself and other people, I think that those will be met. But self-acceptance is key here. Definitely fall back in love with yourself, guys. So that is your February 2020 general tarot forecast. I really hope that you enjoyed that, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.